And welcome back to Little Moon Tarot. We are here. How are you? Um, I'm just going to shuffle some tarot. I've been feeling this needs to be done all day, and I've just been kind of tired, and it's been very tired lately. How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see what we've got. Alrighty then. Okay. We're on the sofa edition. All snores are brought to you by Doug, who is laying quite cutely on a whole bunch of pillows. Like the sweet little kiddo he is. Ernie is on the floor. Wee Baron. He's got a blankie and a stuffed lamb. The fish is no more. The fish is officially gone. The fish is officially gone. Anyway. So Spirit. Kind of trying to... What are we doing today, eh? Okay, Tower. The Tower and the Seven of Swords. Look, our Tower has come reverse. Our Tower. And we're on one of my favorite quilts because it has bunnies on it. It has little bunnies. I love bunnies. I wouldn't have a bunny, a real bunny, but I love bunny things that look like bunnies. Bunnies are a responsibility I don't want. Always research responsibility of animals. So yeah, you know. So the Tower, upside down. Let's see. Put that down there. Okay, so the Tower. That's what I thought. The Tower card reverse suggests that the drama is over. All the leaning towers have fallen. Leave behind the issues and emotions that caused this to happen. Ask yourself what you can do now that the option of your past is closed. As you pick yourself up and begin again, you will find renewed energy for your next significant endeavor. It's true. See, the Seven of Swords. The way those swords are coming down off the makes me wonder. Yeah. So we have the Four of Wands reversed. So the Seven of Swords upright represents the positive mental habits of a natural winner. So our Tower moments are over. And it's like oh my god, no, it's not the 7, it's the 8s. You know, oh my god. So I'm an idiot. No, the 8 is very different. Yes, the test. Yes, yes, the test. The test represents your chance to vindicate the time and energy spent in getting ready for a big moment. In most cases, you will either pass or fail, with little in the way of available and middle ground. And basically, what is going on is that the tower is reversed. All the tower moments are done. Here's the test that you've been doing. And if you look, those 8 swords, they're coming down on the cat to release, on the yarn to just release him from this test. Because sometimes the challenge or obstacle course has nothing to do with other people, as when an inventor has to face the question, does it really work? You have faced the question, does it really work? You know that it really works. You have done the examination, you have done the test thing, and I want to know what the 4. Let's just double check that one. IV. IV is 4. Ivy is such a pretty name. Yeah, I was looking for Ivy instead of the 4 of Wands. Oh my gosh. Reunion. A 4 in this suit is the teamwork card, often symbolized by 2 couples who have come together to create something profitable and enduring. So, ours comes to us reversed. So it is the card of teamwork when it is upright. But when it is reversed, seek stimulation from imaginative individuals to sustain your creative powers. When the 4 of Wands is reversed, you may be losing touch with the needs of others. Your inherent problem-solving skills could go dormant. You need stimulation and contact with creative individuals of a like mind. Consciously seek it out because it's not going to come to you. Yeah, basically so far what is going on is that whoever this is for, the tower moments are done. Whatever you were supposed to learn with the tower upright, you've learned it. You have been the Knight of Cups. You are ready to go home. You are basically the test is over here, and it's cutting the ties that bind. So you're able to cut loose of everything, but you need to be around people who are like-minded, who can help you recover from this, because you've been through a battle. I won't be shocked when a knight comes out, to be very honest with you. I won't be shocked if the Knight of Cups comes out, because the Knight of Cups has been constantly coming out, because the Knight is he's tired. He wants to go home to the people that love him. The prodigal son returns. Hi, Pup. Oh, big stretch. Big, giant stretch-a-roo. big giant stretch. So, tower. Spirit. And don't forget that this reverse means you need to find like-minded people so that you can heal. And then once you heal, you can be in union. You can go and do that thing that you need to do. Yeah, actually. Yeah, you can ride the chariot all the way home. Yep. Yep. The chariot, a triumphant feeling of freedom. Because once you get around this like-minded individual, this person that makes you happy, that they don't cure you, but they help you learn how to cure yourself, you'll be riding your own chariot again. You'll be doing whatever those things are that you want to do, that you like to do, that you need to do. Okay, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Ten of Coins. High Priestess. Oh, I always love that card. She's so pretty. She looks like a nun, like a royal nun. I don't know. I just love it. So the High Priestess represents wisdom. And can be viewed as a kind of female pope or papus, or the ancient Egyptian priestess of Isis, the even more ancient snake and bird goddesses, the Greek goddess Persephone or Eve before the fall. For the accused heretics who were burnt at the stake for revering her in the 14th and 15th century, the priestess symbolized the prophecy of return of the Holy Spirit, which was perceived as the female aspect of the Holy Trinity. Okay, so in the terms of the major arcana ordering of cards, the High Priestess appears in the sequence as soon as the Fool decides he wants to develop his innate powers, making a move towards becoming a magician. The High Priestess is his first teacher, representing the inner life and the method for contacting it, as well as the contemplative study of the nature and spiritual mystery. Now, here's the thing, like the last few readings I was doing that kept coming through with the Divine Male, okay, he was finishing up tests, you know. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about it actually earlier. What happened? I was thinking about it, about how, you know, the thing with the divine male and the divine female, those two divine humans, and it doesn't have to be male or female, but this feels like male or female and yada yada. It can reverse roles either way, is that, yes, the divine female, she went from, you know, here to here to here, okay? She went from a tower moment to the death card, and then, okay, I'm not perfect, but I'm okay, and I'm all right. I've got my head on straight. I see the truth, and here I am. I've done the work. She had been doing work for many years previous to this. Let's remember this. So for her, it was a little easier to do it. And here's the thing, the masculine took a long time to get through to the final exam. And what this is saying is that he's done with the final freaking exam already. He's done. He is done with the final exam. And this afternoon, what I was thinking about, and it kind of came to me, and I was going to do a reading with explaining this, but then I was like, no. And here I am kind of explaining it, is that some people can get stuff very, very quickly. And it just happens. It's like, oh, well, this is why I have this feeling about this and this feeling about this. It's because of this. Oh, okay. Yep. Well, that makes sense. Now, it might take them a year. It might take them 3 months. But for someone else, that might take them years. That might not be an overnight epiphany. That might be a lot of shadow work and self-work and doing the internal stuff and going to therapy before they realize, oh, that's why. Well, that seems so easy now that I've thought about it for, 5 or 6 years. So some people take time, some people take longer. Where you might understand something immediately, it might take somebody 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes depending upon the person. Everybody is different. And this is no different here because, the masculine did need longer. And the last we were talking, he had gone to the final exam. He was 100% at the final exam, and the last one, as a matter of fact, it was what I didn't realize then, was that he had handed in the papers. He handed in the papers, and these are the test results. He has passed. He has done the tower moments. They're gone. He is now cutting himself free. He needs to find someone of like mind who can be there for him, the comfort for him, to help him turn this Four of Wands around, because that is the intention on some level, is to turn this Four of Wands around back into union so that everybody can ride off into the Chariot, because this here is freedom. This is realizing the truth and everything else that is going on. And with that, like, as well with the DM, is that the Fool was coming out. So with the arrival of the High Priestess, what has happened is that the Fool, who was standing on the cliff deciding whether or not he was jumping, he's jumping. Because remember, the Fool upright, it might look like he's jumping into nothing, but he knows that when he jumps, he's going to be caught by the High Priestess, and she's going to help him turn into the Magician. Yeah. This High Priestess is going to help him turn into the Magician. Yes. Yeah, so he can find the abundant resources that will fill him not only with pride but self-respect and gratitude. Yeah. Because the Ten of the Sword represents the final result of cumulative efforts, perhaps after generations of effort, resulting in such abundance that it directly and indirectly supports a lot of people. So whatever was going on, whatever these tower moments were, whatever this situation is, we're here. We're here. We're here. We are learning, and we are going to become the magician and come into abundance. This is really a very lovely spread. But we need to seek out... I think these are going to be too many. Yes. Way too many. Way too many people. Let's no more than 2, please. It's easier for me to deal with that way. So yeah, he is Ozzy Osbourne's Mama, I'm Coming Home. Mama, I'm coming home. We have the Ace of Wands and the King of Coins, King of Pentacles. Let's see what the Ace of Wands is. Wands represents initiative, ambition, and drive. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Because she's going to catch the Fool and help him find his abundance. And the Ace itself is an Ace of the suit in this position symbolizes a pivotal act or fateful step. So he is starting. He's, oh yeah, he's, yes! Ace to a king. We have the King of Pentacles. He's going from that Ace of Wands. Wait. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. Earn some respect. While the character of this card understands the value of wealth, including the burden it produces, he or she is mature enough to keep things in perspective. Even though the suit of coins represents the material realm, the king is not just a materialist. His sovereignty reflects higher values as well as general welfare and prosperity. Okay, so the divine male's test is over, and I'm about to cry because he's passed. He's passed. Okay? Oscar, you all right? He'll be fine. So, oh my god. No wonder they've been pestering me. And it's fair. It's fair. So, when the adventures started, the towers were right side up. And basically, when the tower is right side up, it means you're going through all of your feelings and all of your emotions, and the lightning is hitting, and you can't think clearly, and whatever is going on, it's going on. And at the same time, your Eight of Swords is upside down, and you're trapped. You can't move. Because they're sitting right side up. Right? But now, the tower has reversed. Whatever the feelings, the emotions, the problems, the questions, the truth has been realized. Whatever has to be realized has been realized. The truth, whatever it is, it's been realized. No one is hiding anymore. The yarn that is holding you down, the ropes that are holding you down, when these knives fall, they'll fall off to the right and left and just cut the cords that bind so that you can get up. So that you can get up and you can find that person, those people that are going to help you they're going to help you succeed and win, because these are the people that you need. These are your helpers. These are those people that even if you don't have family, this is your family. You know, it sometimes it's just a Facebook group of really nifty high crochet people, and you talk to them about your problems throughout the years. Nope, don't, no, get down. And we have a Discord, but I digress. Are you feeling all right? You can come up behind me, but just not up on the cards, please and thank you. I love you. I do. But this person has to find safety, and they have to go back to their safe person, because this is the person that gets them, and this is the person that understands them, and this is the person who, when everybody else that surrounds this person, whether it's male or female or they them, this is the person they need to go back to, because they're the one that's mentally healthy for them. They're the one that lets them be angry and work it out and then walk in and say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And then they look at them and go, yeah, I know you came home from work and you just seemed angry, and I know you didn't mean anything by it. You know, I mean, that's this person here, and that's who they need to come home to. Okay, Oscar, seriously, I'm not joking. I asked you not to. I really and truly. And now he sulks off. And we can all sit here and say, oh, he's just a cat. Oh, no, he's just an asshole. He knows. I love you. I love you too, Ernie. But doing that, going back, because you know who this person is. I don't see this as someone that you don't know, whether it's somebody that you were dating, whether it's a trusted human, whether it's friends, whether it's a mom, dad, grandmother, friends, family. This is the person that you go back to. You know, you did the Tower, you did the Eight of Swords, you know, you went to rehab, you did the thing, and now you're going back to mom and dad's house so that you can tip yourself back up. Okay? So that's what this is about. Finding that trusted human so that you can tip this Four of Wands back up and come back into union, whether this is union with another person or a union with yourself. Because remember, the union with yourself is so important. It should always come before the union with another person. I mean, if this could just be someone doing the shadow work and that sort of thing, and then finding the union within themselves. But this also feels like it's literally feels like the results of the test that the divine male was taking, because that's going to bring him into the Chariot, and the Chariot's going to roll him where he needs to go. And you know, as I said, we've been pulling the Fool. We have been pulling the Fool. And that means, because as I was reading, and I find this so very interesting, it was saying that, what was it? It comes before, don't mind me. Here we go. In terms of the major arcana ordering of cards, the High Priestess appears in the sequence As soon as the high priestess appears in the sequence, as soon as the fool decides he wants to develop his innate powers, making a move towards becoming the magician. So this means that the fool himself is falling off the cliff. He's falling off the cliff, and the high priestess is who's going to catch him. And this is the same person that is up here. Like, these are one and the same people right here. This is such a very, very trusted human. And, yeah. And by doing that, that brings them a lot of abundance. That's going to bring them the things that they need. And then because of all of this work, he moves rapidly. He moves rapidly. He just moves rapidly. You know, it's not, you know, he's gone through all the stages of the night. He's gone through all of the stages of the page. He's gone through all of the cards on the deck. And he has, you know, when you grade your test, you know, when you grade a test, it can be anything, right? I mean, it can be a 85 or a 75 or a 90. It can be any percentage that you want it to be, or, you know, because at the end of the day, it's kind of like, how do I describe it? It's kind of like you're going up a ladder, and you got to step on every rung in order to get to the top, in order to learn everything that you need to do to finish all of these tower moments. And sometimes, you know, you only get halfway up before you're like, yeah, I'm done, I'm staying here. Somebody come and get me because I'm done here. Well, this person got 100%. They got to the top of the ladder, and they got to the top of the ladder, and they did it for themselves. Some of them did it in record time. I'm hearing record time. Yeah, some of it was probably a little bit messy. Yeah, a lot of hermits. A lot of hermits. Yeah, he may need to hermit for a little bit after this. But he has gone from the Ace of Wands, which is the first card in the Minor Arcana, to the King of Pentacles, which is the last card in the Minor Arcana. So he has gone from the Ace to the King. He didn't go from the Ace to the King of Cups and stay there in a watery state. He didn't go from the Ace to the King of Swords, or from the Ace to the, you know, Three of Cups. He went from the Ace of Wands to the King of Pentacles, and now he needs to hermit. He's tired. That's why the hermit's there. He's tired. He's tired, and he needs to come back here. He needs to come back here so that he can rest. He needs to rest now. I am having deja vu. The visions have been up lately too, which is interesting. I keep my visions to myself. Love me some Goddess Stevie Nicks. Well, I also really like, I'm a Fleetwood Mac fan. But let's see, what else have we got? Is there anything else? So, Spirit, he's going to be tired, I'm seeing. Because I feel like that Hermit means I need to sleep. I feel like it looks like there are Z's. I always feel like there's, bleh. When I look down, I feel like I see Z's, like tired, tired, tired. Because he's done a lot of work. He's done a lot of work. And now he's tired and he's bruised and he just, he's done the hardest test of his life, and or they've done the hardest test of their life, and it's time to snooze. That's what I wanted to look at. Yeah, and the Hermit also comes after strength. We've been having the Lion come out quite a bit. Yes. Not only so the Hermit reversed indicates you may be resisting the process of evolving towards a level of wisdom that sets you apart. Fear of the path is haunting you. It could be a fear of loneliness. Try to remember that the shamanic method for facing fears is to relax and open. Let them in, allow them to have their way for a while. This way you know them fully and will see them pass of their own accord. When there are no more surprises, you can move into a place of empowered action. In other words, you need rest. And it's also saying, rest. Go to the campground and rest. Just don't live at the campground. You've got to eventually come back to the city and, face the house, You've eventually got to leave the campground, come back to your own home, and deal with whatever's going on there. That's weird. That was actually really weird. That was just strange. Water break. So yeah, whoever this is, they definitely are going to need a rest. So if they do come back to you, or they've done their thing and now they're coming home, give them space. Don't start yelling at them. You need a job. You need to go out. No. If they've just gone through rehab, they need to rest. If they want to go out immediately and get a job, fine. But if they also want to take 3 weeks and just sleep, that's okay too, because they've just been through a very hard process. And they're coming home to the person that understands that. The person that understands that they need the rest that they have. Yep, and the Emperor's on the bottom. That tasted good. Okay. So probably should have taken the Emperor out. But if he wants to come out, he'll come out again. Yeah, that's true too. The Emperor is, in the most practical terms, the Emperor Tarot card represents the highest leadership, a head of state, or the most exemplary and powerful person in the realm. The archetypical ruler is responsible for the affairs of a society or community, which are directly proportionate to his well-being and happiness. Proportional to his well-being. Yeah, so basically, yeah, that makes sense too. Because we're all learning how to read these tarot cards, because I can't remember everything. Eventually I will. But yeah, he is reversed. It probably should have left the Emperor out, but if it really wants to come out, it will. And the more that he slumbers, and the more that he slumbers here, even if he's slumbering for a little bit before he gets here, that's going to help him move into that Emperor. That's going to help him move into that, yeah, that new form of enlightenment that he needs, that new aha. Oh, yeah, that's what it is, you know, that aha moment. And it might not be until he's done being the Emperor that he can come back to this person, whoever this is, that brings him comfort. So, like, say you go to rehab and you go back to your parents' house, it might take you a while to get back to the person that you want to be like this with. You know, they're this person too, but you need to stay with your parents for a while because then you can be this with them easier. You know what I'm saying? That was weird. So let me see, Spirit. What else have we got here? So this is a hold on 1 second. Let's see. I don't know what that means. In other words, I'm trying to figure out where it fits. That's interesting. I'm setting these aside for a moment because I'm not quite sure where they fit in here. Because so far, whoa, that's a lot of cards to fall, my friend. The devil reversed. Okay. Oh, yes, there we are. Because this is the test result of the this is basically the test result of the divine male, and he has passed all the way to the top. He did all the extra credit, like he got it all, and now he needs a nap. He needs a nap so he can get back to his Emperor. And there's something here about being careful of false friends and like people taking advantage of you. Hi, honey. Hi, honey. Like, there's something here about losing Oh, I was talking about addiction, wasn't I? Um, the Seven of Coins reverse suggests that you may need a warning against doing something rash or taking a gamble. This card is traditionally associated with the idea of someone who is a gambler. This is usually a person who has lost track of the rewards of productivity and self-discipline. Such a person may be willing to bet the farm on the roll of the dice, gambling not only his or her well-being, but also that of loved ones or others. This card is a warning against doing something rash. It's not too late to reconsider your options. Okay, stop, please. And then the Six of Coins represents generosity with strings attached. Someone wealthy who I need to turn myself because my leg hurts. And he keeps bumping me and it's driving me a little nuts. Not nutsy, just it's distracting. And then I can't quite get. Here we go. Oh, that's better. Oh, yeah, you can go back there, honey. So, yeah, there's something here about what do you think on this first out of here? Oscar, I don't know how you're gonna be able to stay there, Pop. Oh, that makes sense. So, basically, this is a warning, okay? If I'm getting sorry, I apologize. So, if you are someone who, like I had mentioned earlier, getting out of rehab, yada yada yada, or even somebody who let me figure this out here. I'm gonna have to move him. He's distracting me terribly so. I love you, Bubs, but you are right against me, and I'm getting so distracted that I can't think. Thank you, honey. I can't quite get with the guides because you're literally against me, and that's throwing every sensory thing off. Because we're doing this on the sofa cushion, you know. Eventually, I will have my desk downstairs. Okay, so, okay, Oscar, please, honey. I'm getting completely overly sensitized, and I don't like it. It's really not okay. Because then I can't concentrate, and then I can't think, and then I can't hear guides, and then I get overwhelmed, and then the ASD and the ADHD come out, and I get angry. And how I'm not in that movie, I don't get angry. It's just I get frustrated because I just can't, like, hear anything or see anything because there's something else touching me, which means that not only can I not see and hear my guides, I can't see and hear anything else in the room because I am now overstimulated. Because, thank you, neurodivergency and hella divergence, as I call it. Hella neuro. Okay, so this is here to remind you that even though you've done all the work, you've done all the shadow work, you've done all the self work, you've done all the things, you've done all the stuff, and you have passed 100%, whoever you are. And remember, a lot of times these things are layers. You know, it can be this and then it goes to here and then it can layer in different areas. Like it can be a premise of, okay, there's this part of the road and now we can go off this way or this way. And some people are going to go this way and some people are going to go this way. It's just going to be the natural way that it is, okay? So we have the road that started. Our tower moments are done. We're being cut from our ropes. We're going to go to that person that is our comfort zone, that makes us feel safe. Even if we're doing something strange, they'll be like, all right, fine, you're you know, all right, fine, you're gonna be weird like that, that's great. And that's gonna help this tip up into union. And all of that is just gonna, you know, it's gonna give you the wheels that you need, because you're the fool falling off the cliff into the arms of the empress, which is going to help you find the abundance that you need. Now, all of this is what you're going through, and then you find out you passed the test, and now you're okay. So if you've seen Spy Family, that part where, spoiler alert if you haven't, just, you know, go ahead a little bit. That part where he finally finds out that she passed the test, and he like passes out right there on the school grounds, and he's like, oh my god, what is wrong with me, you know? That's what this is, and that's why you're going to need to be taking a nap in hermit mode. But remember, they're saying, this is what they're saying. They're saying some people are going to get to hermit mode and they're going to okay. No matter what, your parents' house, that comfort place with your trusted human, is going to happen. But what they're saying is this test was exhausting. Finding the results means that you have now passed out on the lawn and you don't know why your senses aren't where they are, because you're so exhausted. But you've also been through this giant trial. You've been through this big thing, and now your brain has to assimilate and it has to adjust. And that's the reason why it's here. But Spirit is saying, even if you're here, okay, if you're here and you're in that right spot and you're going to go down, you know, one path, it's going to lead you here, okay? You're going to be here with the trusted human, and then you're going to be here and you'll be here. You'll go right here into your Emperor, okay? I 100% should have taken that Emperor card, but that's perfectly fine. Okay? But Spirit is also saying that the thing is, once you start coming out of the hermit, you're going to be talking to this trusted human, and hold on, let me get it right. Even though you trust that person and whatever, make sure you're not falling back into bad habits and falling back in with bad people, the people who use you and abuse you. Make sure that, like, you're taking the time to rest. That's what it is. You're taking the time to rest so that you're not crawling back into the bad addictions. You're not crawling back into the bad people. And to be forewarned that be strong, because this hermit is going to lead to an emperor, but you also don't want this to, cancel out your hermit and cancel out your nap, because then all you're doing is you're passing a test and then you're going back to the insanity again, and then the tower just flips right back up, and then you have to go through the whole thing again. They're saying don't do that. If they come around, cut your ties with them, because the test you passed is so important. And this test you passed is the one where your soul went click. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to go here, and I want to do this with this person. And I want to go here, and I want to do this and be here to heal. And if these people walk back into my life, I'm literally going to say no, because this farmer is not tending his field when it's up like that. It's just not. He's no. That's pretty much. Oh yeah, that's exactly how it works. Duh. Sorry, Spirit's being silly. Yeah, I don't mind goofy spirits. God, they have to put up with me. I don't know how they did it. I really don't know how they did it. God bless Spirit, because I don't know how Spirit put up with me growing up. My gosh. You drank a lot. You were like a cat and spilled cups. Okay. Then just got the 5 of cups spilled in it. Without my glasses on, looks like a cat that just, because everything's a little fuzzy, looks like a cat that just spilled over all the cups. Like, yeah, we just spilled all your, you were a rough child. You spilled a lot of cups, and that's true, I did spill a lot of cups. But, the 5 of cups is, also don't forget about the 2 cups that are full behind you. Okay, so you passed the test. You need a nap because your body is done, because you're going to go into that emperor just like this said, and this doesn't even have to be bad. This is just coming. This doesn't even have to be bad friends. This can actually be like you get here, you get into your emperor, and then you start doing the whole self-doubt thing again. This doesn't always have to be friends. This can also be your own self-doubt. So, and if that self-doubt starts to creep back in, that's going to cause tower moments again, and you're going to end up with 8 swords in you again. You're going to be fit to be tied. So when that happens, you have to step back and you have to go, do I need to feel this way? Do I have to feel this way? Do I want to feel this way? I just figured because all of this, okay, this test here that you passed is your truth. So if your feelings and emotions start coming up and doing this, unsettling the garden and just taking advantage of you because, your thoughts and emotions can, you have to step back and just say what the truth is. Because the truth doesn't change. The truth can only be clarified. You know what I'm saying? It can be added to. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah. Yeah, because once you're done here, and so we're going to just set that aside there because that's an aside to all of this. once you finish with your emperor, not even finish, it's when you go into your emperor, you're going to start looking around at yourself and seeing the areas of your life that you need to improve. And that goes along because you've just finished the test. You've just realized all this truth. You've just taken a nap, and now you're going into the, oh, really? Really? Someday I will. Someday I will know them all by heart, and then just into it that way. But until that point in time, here we are, all learning together. Yep, learning together. Mhm, mhm. Mhm, mhm, mhm. That's like another aside to it. Um, okay, so okay, that makes a lot of sense actually. Okay, it's getting warm in here. So basically, what's going on is you've done all this, okay? We've already discussed all this, and now you're in your nap. And once you're done with your nap, you are going to start to come in to your emperor. And you know what? I don't know. That might be. Yeah, that would make sense too. Actually, perspective, the energy brings the best of it of life is for all the emperor. Masters the world of matter and physical manifestation. When you apply this card to your situation, acknowledge your potentials for mastery. Reinforce a sense of sovereignty within yourself despite any limiting beliefs, habits, or appearances to the contrary. All right. So, yeah, because that's going into well being and happiness. Yeah, that's when you wake up from the hermit, you're going to go into the emperor that I did not take and should have because why would I do anything, right? Um, because Emperor, a powerful person. Yeah, because when you get out of the hermit mode, the nap, that time you need to rest your brain and assimilate, that passing out moment, you're going to be filled with more enlightenment. You're going to be filled. It's like there's a renewed sense of joy and energy, and you can either, if you're too blind, you can go this way. Be very careful of people who are going to manipulate you and old habits coming back, is basically what this is saying. Be careful of people that are older than you, bigger than you, richer than you, manipulating you, and my brain just went away. And keep check of old bad habits. whatever those old bad habits are. If it's cutting your nails, it's not cutting, biting your nails, it's biting your nails. If it's drinking, it's drinking. Because this is one way after you wake up from the hermit and you start to feel because herein lies the thing, right? That's true too. Because the more enlightenment and cosmic perspective this energy brings, the better life is for all, right? But in order to do that, you have this certain amount of energy coming in that can be like this overexcitement. Kind of like after gastric bypass surgery, when all of a sudden I found myself running across the house because I didn't weigh the same, so I wasn't walking the same. It's the same, I was much lighter on my feet now. So I was running instead of walking. It was insane. It's the same thing here. You're going to get to that point where it's going to be like, and you have to be careful because you may, without realizing it, expose yourself to people who will take advantage of you, who might make old habits come back. And that is one thing that you 100% do not want. Hold on one second. And then the opposite of, not the opposite, well, okay, there's that one, and then the Four of Cups. Because I just forgot what I was going to say about those. Okay, so yeah, that's what it is. It's this one, make sure that you're not getting, with this one, make sure you're not getting around the wrong people. With this one, make sure you're not getting to the Emperor and this new energy, this new newness, this new emperory thing is going to be scary, but don't let it make you so scared that you go backwards, okay? Because the Queen of Coins reverse suggests you should make an objective assessment of the way you manage your life and identify areas that can be improved. Okay, so you're going to have to go through and do that, and that can be very, very scary. And doing that can make you drag your feet, which then eliminates all of this work that you did. It just flips the tower back up, it reverses the Eight of Swords, and there you are. You're done for, right? Okay, I'm going to jump rope. Let's plug her in. I found out my charging cord was not working today. Thankfully, I had another one. It just means I've got to order more. I get like 10-foot cords. I love really long charging cords. And maybe that sounds silly, but so this is this is really, really good news, but remember, this is like the stone, okay, the boulder that Sisyphus, I believe it is, rolls up the mountain, right? This is we're just about there. We're there. We're at the tip. Actually, no, we've gotten up onto the top of the thing, okay? And we need the boulder to roll forward down into the gully so that you can calmly walk down and think, take your little hermitage, relax on your way down, get into your Emperor. But before you get there, when you get down there, don't start rolling it back up the wrong way and going backwards, okay? Because that's what these two are warning you against, okay? These 4 cards here are telling you, be very careful of what you're doing because you're rolling that rock up the hill. The rock is here, and the rock is going to go back down in the gully, and then you're going to take the slow walk down, and then you're going to see the rock. and then you're going to slowly move it up the next hill, right? Make sure you're not going behind the rock and moving it back up the hill you just came from, because that undoes all of this work. It undoes all of it. And you worked so freaking hard. You worked so hard. And Spirit doesn't want to see you lose this. They want to see you succeed, but they also need you to know that whatever you're healing from, make sure that you're not going in a backwards pattern, going back to old habits, going back to people who are going to use and abuse you. Make sure that when you start looking at stuff, that you're not getting so afraid that you're completely blocking it, shutting down, and then dragging your heels and never moving to that forward area where you're supposed to be. Eight of coins. We have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of the Suit is the card of works. We see here the successful artisan spending time at his bench, hammering out the commissions he has attracted because of his skill. The artist is the best in her or his class, so popular that it's become difficult to keep up with demand. She is paid whatever she asks and accepts only the most worthy assignments. If there is a problem in this card, it has to do with the trap of workaholism, the feeling of being so indispensable that you will not ask for help or delegate things. There is also the issue of becoming so identified as the creator of elegant works that the personal identity of the creator becomes consumed by the works themselves. This artisan seldom gets to have a home life, time off, much time for friends. The solution lies in balancing creative energy with a personal life. Oh my God, that's too funny. Basically, what that's describing with this card is another situation that happens with this. That's too funny. Where you've done all this work, you've brought the boulder up the hill, and it's down in the next gully, and rather than going more forward with what you have to do to get better. My God, this is number 3, layer number 3. Instead, what you decide to do is, hold on, I'm trying to word it the correct way. Instead, what you decide to do is, as you come into your Emperor, what you're seeing is so big and expansive and scary that, you're not finding the people that are going to hurt you. You're not dragging your feet. As a matter of fact, this has become so big and expansive that you are now so fearful that you're running around the boulder. You're in flight mode. And the problem with that, it's exactly like workaholism. The problem with that is that you run around the boulder so much that you never stop to take a break, because if you stop to take a break, you have to think about all of this, and all of this is scary, and that's why you're going here, which means if you do this, you're not going to go to your trusted human, and that's going to be a problem. I mean, maybe you'll go to him for a few minutes and then you'll run away, but this is running. This is running, and this person needs to be here to heal, and they're so afraid of everything that happened that they just can't get there. So they run around the boulder, never taking a break, because they're running away from all of their problems. They're running away. Even though they did this work, they're now running away from the truth again because it's too scary to deal with. should just probably go in there and take that Emperor card out. Ah, look at that. Yeah, the Lovers, 2 paths. You know, you can go down 2 paths with this one. You can, you know, what is that one in reverse? I'm curious now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because with you can go down 2 paths with this one. You can either do workaholism where you're not facing it, or you can come up to this person where you can face it together. And that will equate the Lovers. And of course, death. Of course, you know, death is the symbol of the Empress on the bottom of the deck. It's rebirth, it's renewal, it's ending of something old into something new. And you know, that is exactly what goes on after the Emperor, is another it's kind of like a death, but it's more of like a, you know, death and birth are often the same thing. It's more of like this kind of like little birth of light that you see, and it can be scary. So either you're gonna run around and not go down the paths that you need to find what you need, or you know, you're gonna drag your heels. And I forgot what she is. My brain just like melted. It won't take me long to get back to where I was. Wait, that's weird. That's okay. We'll just do this because that's just easier. Yeah, yeah. That's what it is. It's yeah, figuring out how you can improve your life. But you drag your heels on it because it's just so scary. Or you get in with old acquaintances, like whatever your situation is here, whatever 3 you fall into, you did all of this work. Don't go backwards. Don't go backwards. You want to move ahead. We just got out the 9 of Cups. She just made an appearance. Yep, the 9 of this suit is sometimes titled Happiness, but it is also known as Victory. The image on several versions of this card often shows an innkeeper doing a brisk business and feeling very happy about it all. The rewards of high achievement are not all monetary, however. This happiness also refers to the feeling of fulfillment that comes from good services to the community and support of one's family, as well as gratitude for all the blessings in one's life. And this is the 4th layer. This is the if you even when it gets scary, you step back and you tell people and you take it inch by inch and you communicate with your therapist or whoever it is that you need to communicate with, that you trust, you are going to end up where you want to be. I mean, this is 4 different paths that you can go down. My goodness, weren't we talking? There is a short about me talking about crossroads while I was walking Jules. The Star in Temperance. You know, temperance. It just takes time. You got to temper that sword before it can cut through stuff. You know, and the Star, which I always blank out on, but because it always reminds me of Virgo and Aquarius, the earth and the water. La Stella. Yeah. Yeah, the Star, reconnecting with one's soul and the divine, reconnecting with yeah. The Star Tarot card is about reconnecting one's soul with the divine, the transcending of personality, family, community, and reputation. It has to do ultimately with the freedom of to be oneself. And that is basically the point of victory is you do all of this, you get to your emperor, and then this is the option that you're ideally looking for, which is victory and getting to know yourself through through temperance, through slow I want to say slow tempering, but that's like totally the wrong I think we're gonna leave it here. We might leave it here. The wrong phrase I'm looking for. Basically, it's slow and steady, baby steps. It's slow and steady wins the race. That's basically what temperance is. It is just, what is that card? It was sticking me in the finger for a second. I was trying to take it out. But that's pretty much what this is saying is this is the outcome that you're looking for. This is victory. This is success. These are baby steps. And this is what you have to do to succeed. Because if you get to the emperor and then you start running off the cliff and I mean, let's face it, you just jumped off the cliff and you just jumped into the high priestess. You just jumped into safety. You don't want to be the emperor jumping off another cliff, except this time you don't know the cliff and the empress isn't there and no one is going to catch you. You know, you don't want that. You've got to take the baby steps. Yeah, you know, all of these cards, they came out as two at a time, right? 2 steps is easy. This is 3 steps. This is victory through getting to know yourself and the divine, and not necessarily even the divine, just getting to know yourself because you're the divine and doing it all through baby steps. This is the hard work, and it's going to take more cards than just 2 cards at a time, because these 2 cards are getting you in trouble with people who are going to hurt you and abuse you and take you back to old ways, people who are going to lead you into self-doubt. I mean, this is just this is the chaos that you didn't want anymore. These are the tower moments you were tired of having, so you went and you did all of this work, and now this is the rest of the work that you have to do. And it's just, you take this work and you bring it to this person's house. And this person is going to help you with all of this. It's what they're there for, you know? They're there to help you wake up from your slumber, from your sleep. Oh, you did want me to bring that out. I did not know that. Um, that's perfectly fair. I saw it on the bottom, but I didn't take it. Yeah, the Four of Swords. See? The Four of Swords. Yeah, and that's another step to victory, okay? A four in the suit sends a message to take some time out, surrendering worldly concerns and retreating to a sheltered place of serenity. Away from the hustle and bustle, the oldest tarot card images suggest a visit to the tombs of the ancestors, a place to contemplate your mortality and breathe in the dust of those who brought you here. A vision quest or pilgrimage into a vision quest or pilgrimage to one's own center allows us to contemplate our roots, values, and goals. Here you will see your place in the flow of time and unfolding generations. This is exactly what your goal is. All of these cards, this is 4 cards now, okay? All of these were 2. The easy shit that gets you in freaking trouble. That damn shit that made you go through all those tower moments. That bullshit up wherever it was back there that you know was not true or was a lie or was whatever it was. All that shit back there. You're only going to bring it home here. I mean, look at. This is a mess of cards. I mean, the whole thing is just a mess of cards. And this is 4 cards. And these 4 cards are going to be the hardest thing you ever do. They're going to be hard. It's going to be harder than anything you do. But wasn't all this? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Wasn't all of that work that you did to take that test, to finish these tower moments, to cut these cords that are binding you, to bring you to the safety that you need, to give you the ability to be on your own feet, fall off the cliff into safety. I mean, you went from the Ace of Wands to the King of Pentacles. My God, you passed tenfold, my friend. You did, and you do deserve this nap, and you need it, because when you come out, you're going to be the Emperor. It's going to be shocking. It's going to be blinding, and you're going to have to do, if you want to be successful and you want to be regulated, and you don't want to be like, which one was it? This one. Running around like a chicken with your head cut off. You have to take a break. Slow down. Do baby steps. Because you got to get to know you, because this is victory. Getting to know who you are. Getting to know who this individual is, whether this individual is you or another partner. Being here in this safe spot, whether it's with that partner or parents or whatever safe human you have, I mean, this person is going to help you with those 4 cards. So with these cards, they all come in 2 apiece, right? 2 apiece. This card's not there for those cards, because whoever is here isn't putting up with this mess anymore. See these messes of cards? They're not putting up with the mess anymore. They're not doing it. They're tired. They're tired of your messes. But if you're willing, I want to say Stephen King's remember the face of your father, but remember the face of your trusted human, then they'll be here. And you're not going to be alone, because you have someone helping you, and 2 people together can knock these 4 cards out in twice the time. Then it only really becomes a few cards at a time, because you have somebody there helping you, keeping you constant. You know? So that is your goal, my friends. That is 100% your goal. So, dear divine male, you, or divine female, or divine they them, whomever this resonates with, and whatnot. And if you're still here, I thank you. And if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, I would love it. Tell your friends. But let me see what this one is. I have a feeling we're just reiterating things. Yeah. Yeah. Because basically what it is the Ten of Wands upside down. Basically is saying, it's just confirming now, that if you decide to go down this mess of cards, the only help you're getting is a lack of perspective. Literally, it's all you're getting is a lack of perspective. But here, this is all perspective, and this is perspective that you probably don't really want, but you know that you need, and gradually you'll be like, oh yeah, I do that. Or you'll be able to defend yourself and go, no, you know what, I really don't. People thought I did, but I don't. Or maybe you'll go, oh, well, maybe I do sometimes, but whatever. Yeah. So that's basically what this reading is saying, is you have passed the test, and now it is time to take your nap. It is time to take your nap, but when you come out of your Emperor, or when you enter into your Emperor, and it starts to get overwhelming, where are we? Temperance. Little bitty baby steps. And get your trusted human to help you. And if they are not helping you, find another trusted human. Find a group of high crocheters. They're amazing. Because you don't want to be here. This is a lack of perspective. This is not helpful to you. You know? These are your wands falling out. It's not helpful. So, you know, the choice is yours. You've done the work, and now you have the choice. You can have all of these things that you used to do before and have a lack of perspective, and this is including crappy friends too in general. Or you can do the rest of all of the harder steps with help from someone that you trust. So that is today's reading, and I'm not going to shuffle any more cards because otherwise they're going to start coming out and they're just going to keep saying the same exact thing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I would love it if you liked and subscribed. I appreciate you all, and I thank you for mine went blank. I thank you for watching this far. I truly appreciate you. And so I say, good night, God bless you, we love you, and be good, behave, be happy, and be yourself. Because this person is yourself. And this person in particular, they really like you. And they're willing to help you. They're willing to, you know, do the Through the Fire, Chaka Khan's Through the Fire. That, and I think I got to add Ozzy Osbourne and Chaka Khan Through the Fire to our list of channeled music that you can find right there. You can find it in there. So anyway, take care, and good night, God bless you, we love you, and be good, behave, be happy, and be yourself. Bye.